Hey, it's me again. So, what do you do if you're a studio that's been doing effects work for the better part of the last decade and you want to break into doing full television series, but you can't seem to find anybody who will give you a license? Simple. You make an original OVA series. That's what happened. That's the origin of the show I'm going to talk to you about tonight. It's called Moontoe. It was done by the trolls at KyoAni back before they were, moneyed or had done anything, ever. As such, the animation quality is kind of spotty because they were quite broke, and the narrative is kind of loose. It's kind of a fantasy series with magical girl elements. Doesn't really... it's not really all that magical girl, but the story is basically that of a split world society where you have magical beings living up in another world physically that is somehow separated from ours. I never quite understood how. And they're all at war with each other over a loss of their energy source. And there's a girl down here that is a source of that energy here on Earth. So the title character, Moontoe, comes down to Earth and reaches out to her to restore their energy supplies. And that's pretty much the plot of the first movie. The second movie deals with the fallout from what happened in the first, and how the rebellion that was fueled by running out of energy did not die when energy source came back. The second OVA actually has better animation than the first, because by this point they actually had some money. They'd done a couple of shows under their belt. Actually, animation style-wise, it looks a lot like Air, which I'm currently watching on the side, which was done around the same time as that second OVA. And it's the story is kind of shaky because, well, it was anime original, and it was mostly thrown together as, from what it looks like, a way to attract attention from licensors. That said, if you're really interested in seeing where those trolls at KyoAni came from, watch it. Otherwise, I'd probably give you a pass on it. Say pass on it and watch the TV show instead, which I haven't actually finished yet, but looks to be a little more coherent than at least the first OVA. The second OVA was actually quite coherent and quite well done. Though I will warn you that it was made in 2009, and we all know what happened that year with KyoAni. But that's what I've been watching. But, we don't have to stick this to just reviews. We can also talk about other things like news or stuff like that. I mean, for example, we could also talk about just fan culture things. At the moment, actually, I'm about to start reading an EVA fanfic called Nobody Dies. Got a recommendation from TV Tropes. And basically, they described it as, what if the kids from Neon Genesis Evangelion had not had as traumatic childhoods as they actually did in the series. They managed to cross over with the original flavor stuff and a few other things like Cthulhu Tech. It looks like it could be quite interesting and amusing. If you've got something to tell me about it, leave it down in the comments. Yeah, leave it down in the comments. Well, other than that, well, I'll see you on Wednesday. I'll see you tomorrow, Sonia.